Y'all, I try to do something different because I know I'm always wearing hoodies and sweatshirts and all that, and I just, quite frankly, ain't. I will not change my ways. I'm sorry, YouTube. BRB. I'm back. I'm back. I'm making my mic on. Oh, check two. Check two, 1 2 1 2. I'm sure my volume is fine, but you never know. Okay, hey. There we go. Got a new little sweater to put on because I was like, I don't want y'all to flame me for wearing the same gray hoodie all the time. I do have more. I have a plethora. I am a cold girl no matter what. It could be 75 degrees. I'm still getting a jacket. It don't matter to me. But what I'm getting into is going to be a series where I break down my fave webtoons. Maybe not break down, but maybe just like bring out the main characters because quite frankly, they're not done. They're not done. I'm going to break down like my favorite characters and what I find attractive about this webtoon and these webtoons because I may do more than one. I don't know. Let me know. You let me know in the comments. Please, please, please. But the first one I have to bring out personally is Your Throne, please. Okay, Your Throne is my fave. Did I say your fave or my fave? Either way, it's correct. So basically, the premise is tensions are brewing under the seemingly calm surface of the Vasilios Empire, a kingdom ruled by the imperial family and the temple. Lady Medea Salone has lost her place next to the crown prince Eros, but resolves to do whatever it takes to win back the throne. She ain't worried about that man. She want power. And I'm here for it. Boom. Medea, stereotypical villain. She has like a dark color scheme. Obviously, she's evil, right? Whatever. She is so clever. She's gorgeous. She's kind. Don't play with me. She's so kind, okay? She could beat all of us up and barely try and still win. She knows how to move politically. And even though it starts her off in the stereotypical way, they trick us because she's just, you learn so much about her backstory and how she's moving now. And it's like, oh, please, please, I could never be as great as you. Please. I could never. But not too much of my girl because it's still ongoing. All right, so my next character I'm going to talk about is going to be Psyche because that's low key. She is somebody who grew on me over time. Stop. However, the reason I grew to like Psyche, it's not without Medea's help because Medea was really teaching her how to run around these people. Like, you have to be smart, like you have to know your etiquette and understand your place and not let people in your household treat you like they weren't mean per se, but like they were stepping like you know when you watch like Game of Thrones or stuff like that, and there's like obviously ranking on how you can speak to somebody. If they're like the household, family, you need to be treating them with respect. You can't just be doing whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Medea put her on game. Um, I think Medea taught her how to fight. I think she taught her a bunch of things. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know. However, they switched bodies, okay? Because Medea hated Psyche for a minute. For a minute. And when they switched bodies, Medea was seeing what she was going through, and she was like, oh, this is how your house is running? Oh no. Snip snap, snip snap, snip snap, snip snap. I'm gonna put this place into shape. So when Psyche went back to her body, because it was a miraculous thing, we didn't know how this was happening yet. When they were switching back and forth between each other's bodies, like they bounced each other out. Like Psyche wasn't so easy to push around and she wasn't so easily deceived. And then Medea, she's a gangster, but at the same time, the kindness that I think She already has, but it was definitely leveling out low. It was getting down. We was getting a little more ruthless on the rankings. And Psych kind of like balanced that out. Like when she would switch her bodies, when they would switch bodies, and Psych would be a Medea would be so much more like do 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 do, but still trying to act like Medea, because you can't have this obvious change of personality. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like they learned from each other. And that's what I really like is just like the complex characters, but also the sisterhood and the friendship. I love it. It's amazing. Another thing I will say though is that I'm really interested to see how they continue to grow because hold on, I believe there's like 200 and something chapters in here, which is crazy. This started in 2020, y'all, and I'm not gonna lie, I started it and immediately was like, body swap, lame, stereotypical. I know it's gonna happen. I'm out of here. So I clicked out, but then I was like, back in 2020, I'm not gonna lie, 2025. Yeah, so I'm new to this. But I'm staying true to it. In 2025, I binged it within a week and a half, but I work full time. So those of you that work part time or in school, you have no excuse to not watch this or read it. You have no excuse. Okay, you could do it because I would know I'd have to go to work and I'd be like, okay, it's 12 a.m. I should probably start getting ready to get to bed. And then it'd be 1. I'm like, all right, bro, I need to go to sleep. And then it's 3 a.m. Next thing I know. And I'm like, I just have to turn my phone off and just think of that cliffhanger I'm now on. And then I have to go to work and think about that cliffhanger and come back and binge it. It's just not right. It's not right. But they do it to me anyways. However many chapters there is 254 released right now. Okay. I currently am on chapter, let's see, I'm on chapter 248 simply because I don't want to buy coins. So the thing is with Webtoons is if there is a new chapter, it could be like ready like a month ahead. Like there might be dates on it where you could purchase the chapter. I'm not buying no chapter. Okay. Either you're giving me free coins or I might have a rough month and I might just buy 50 coins. I might. Whatever is $2.99, give them coins to me, sister. And then I could get the chapters. But I better be able to read all the chapters. But yeah, 254 episodes. I'm on 248. But that's a lot of chapters to be finishing in a week and a half or something like that. So I suggest y'all start early in the day, have breakfast and then get to reading. Also, I can say for this webtoon, which I really like, is that the actual art for the webtoon, a lot of times when they come back for a new like a whole new segment to the story, they sometimes make these changes to the character's design or whatever, and I end up not liking it. I'm just like, what is this? Like, for instance, I don't know if y'all read Homesick on there. It's like a post-apocalyptic type of thing. And I liked the way the design was when it first started, when we were all confused and the girl woke up and she had no idea who she was. Yeah. How are you going to have no memory? And now we're in the apocalypse, sister. There's little zombies everywhere. Oh my gosh. But anyways, when they came back and redid the entire design of the characters, everything, just like the art style, I was just like, I don't even think I could read this no more. I really don't think I could read it anymore. And I couldn't. Like, it's just on the back. It's just in the back. It's in the back. I'm sorry. I can't. But with Your Throne, I can say the art style consistently has gotten better and better and better every time. So that is like a major thing for me. Because if I'm going to be reading a webtoon or any comic that anybody may come across, you want to see progress. You don't want to go backwards because then it's like, give me what I just had. I feel like y'all are punishing me. It's horrible. Anyways, But yeah, Psych, I feel like her character development is really great because you can be naive. I feel like everybody starts in a place where they're naive, they could be pushed around, whatever the case. Very relatable, but then she grows into a more confident version of herself, which I'm really happy with. And then, like, also just feeling more confident making decisions for herself and having friends that are very supportive. Then we have Medea, who was already very confident in her skills, but she had to be because the family that she had, sister. Both of their families, sister. But Medea's, like, they trained her to be this weapon. And she was like, you know what? If I have to be a weapon, I'm gonna be a weapon and help myself and the people I love. Period. So yeah, I feel like besides just seeing herself or being that villain or being that villain or that weapon that she was created to kind of be, she has also still very much so loved and protected the people that she did have. You know what I'm saying? Like she was not playing about them. You know what I'm saying? So she was very selective, but I think that Psych has kind of opened her heart a little bit to where she's like, okay, I guess I can expand a little bit to y'all. Maybe we'll see how it goes. I just love them. I love them, to be honest. I can't. I have no problems with the way their character development is going right now. Then let's not forget Eros. I hate that man with my heart and soul, my dreams, my mind, my body, all of it. It all hates him. He's horrible. He's horrible. You know how like there's villains that have legitimate reasons to be villains, and you're like, dang, I see how you ended up like that. He has no excuse, no reason. He's just that way. And you know what? That's people today. It's relatable. There are some people that just literally are villains. They have it all, and they still are a villain. I don't understand. I can never understand. But you know what? I hate him. And they did a really good job in making me hate him. So it's a good, I guess he's a good villain. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean. And then, last but not least, Medea's most loyal soldier, her most loyal knight, Helio, Niccolo. I love him. He is like deadly and dangerous, but he's like so in love with Medea. And the one thing that I really liked about his character, because he's so observant, and yes, Medea did train him to like have these skills, but the thing that I will spoil if you haven't read this webtoon is how in love with her he is. It's just insane. For instance, remember I told you guys about the body swap? The body swap? So literally when Psyche was in Medea's body, he was like looking at Medea's body like, and then he immediately took out a sword or like a knife, something. He was like, who are you? He just knew off the bat from a single glance that was not his girl. That was not his girl. And then when he went to Sight's body, I think he came across her and he was like, there you are. What's going on? Like he was just like, what's the tea? You know? So I like that a lot. And then like Psyche, because she was in love with Eros at this point, when she went back to her body, she was like engaged to Eros. And so when she went back to her body, she realized, oh, he didn't even realize I wasn't even in my body. I think that was like a little bit like her first reality check right there. That maybe this man is not in love with me. I don't know. I mean, honestly, who could tell body swap? I mean, it sounds crazy, you know? But this is also a high fantasy webtoon. So, you know, magic and stuff that happens sometimes. You gotta be ready for anything. Eros just don't care. That man so much. I hate that man. Honestly, though, give it a read. It's the best thing. I have been binging, and I'm going to honestly start reading after this video because I have some coins to spend. It might bring me to bring some coins up in here. Also, I got 5 coins for free because sometimes if you read a chapter of any webtoon, it'll give you free coins. Honestly, I just skim to the very end and then I get my coins. And then I go read what I want to read. Okay? But I'm going to end it on that note in regards to Your Throne because that is a good webtoon and I don't want to spoil too much. Those are just my main 4 characters. There's a lot of side characters that, you know, grow on you, but At the same time, I'm kind of like, take me back to my mains, please. Like, there's a character who has red hair. I don't even know his name. I know he plays a pivotal part in the future, and I'm sure he's going to be expanded on more. But as for right now, I'm just like, you're not that serious to me right now, okay? So I don't know what to tell you. I'll see you when I see you, you know? But when it comes to webtoons, I'm gonna leave Your Throne alone and let y'all read it. What I will be talking about on my next episode in this series is going to be, girl, it's the cutest webtoon ever. I think I'm also very, very biased because the main character is a woman and she is a person of color and she is black. She's black. Okay, she's blacky black. I love it. And she is so sweet. She's so kind. She like doesn't fit in. And she finds out why. She goes on this grand adventure. There's complicated family relationships in there. Learning to trust people, learning to also be discerning on who to not trust. Um, Being creative, innovative, and finding ways to get out of situations that could put you in harm. I just feel like she'd be saving the day most of the time, and she's the one with the least experience of combat here. You know what I'm saying? I love her. I love her. Um, but the webtoon is literally called The Blind Prince. And so, yeah, I love it. But I hope you guys stay tuned for the next webtoon because we are going to go over The Blind Prince and the main characters and why they are so impactful and why it keeps you gripped in this story. But yes, please like and subscribe and leave any comments below. If you're reading any webtoons, please let me know what they are, if they're good. Please, I'm here for plot. I need plot. I need world building. I need it all. Okay? Please like and subscribe and have a great day.